Jair Alexander as they attempt to avenge another disappointing end to a promising season. Two-time MVP Lamar Jackson will look to get over the hump and make his first Super Bowl appearance. And he broke down how his leadership has grown over the years. Take a listen.
I'm really not outspoken, like being vocal with my guys, like, oh, let's do this and that, or got a great motivational speech. I don't have that. I just pretty much lead by example. I go out there, I'm gonna work hard. I expect that out of you. But as I've been growing in the league, it's like, nah, you gotta talk to the guys. Coaches and stuff like to tell me, like, talk to the guys. I'm like, all right. Now I talk to them one-on-one, but certain things I'm seeing, I gotta voice it more. I voice my opinion more to those guys.
As you now are approaching, the next stage of your career, right? At this point, it's Super Bowl. Super Bowl is the big conversation for you. I mean, how close do you feel you are to getting to that stage of completion?
Well, extremely close. As I've been getting older in the league, like I said, my mindset has been different, and the game has gotten a lot easier for me.
I mean, we're supposed to ignore.
This is how me and Damian get ready for the show.
I mean, unbelievable. That was amazing. Yeah. Kimberly A. Martin and Damian Woody joined the party. Kmart, if Lamar is unable to make it out of the AFC yet again, should the conversation around him change? What should it be then?
The conversation will be that Lamar sees it as a failure, and he should see it that way. I hate that word, but every single year the Ravens find themselves in this position, at the doorstep of they have the best roster. This is a team that I have said for the last 3 years, before Derrick Henry even got there, they have everything they need. Then you have, Zay Flowers fumbling by the goal line. Like, it seems like in those late game moments, they just figure out how to self-destruct. And so when I look at the Ravens, they have everything in front of them. They have the quarterback. There are no Lamar talked about leadership, and I feel more in that interview. I feel more empowered, more emboldened to talk to guys and pull them aside. I don't even think that's the issue in Baltimore. It's just finish. And if they continue not to finish, it would be a failure because they literally have the best roster. They should win it. And each year they figure out a way how to lose.
It's not going to change it. Not one iota for me. I mean, if Baltimore Ravens don't get to the Super Bowl, we'll be basically saying the same thing that we said last year, the year prior to that. Like, Lamar Jackson is 28 years old, a two-time league MVP.
Almost three-time, yeah.
Yeah, almost three-time league MVP. I mean, you don't think that the Super Bowl is like the kind of the last hurrah for Lamar Jackson? Same thing for Josh Allen. They have to climb Mount Mahomes. That's really been what's been in the way for Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, is Mount Mahomes. So my thing is, if he hasn't done it, we're going to be right back here saying the same old things again about Lamar Jackson and company.
Which is they failed to achieve the thing that we expect them to achieve.
Absolutely. I've always said with Baltimore, it's not complicated what's going on with Baltimore. Literally, play the way you play in the regular season, in the postseason.
So why don't they? Why, as somebody who's won a Super Bowl, why don't they?
Sometimes, the moments get too big for guys. I mean, when you watch the Baltimore Ravens, they do a lot of uncharacteristic things. Mark Andrews, literally dropping the ball at the goal line. Zay Flowers crossing over the goal line, ball fumbling the ball. Stuff like that you don't usually see out of the Baltimore Ravens in the regular season, but for some reason it rears its ugly head in the postseason. That's what they got to do. They just got to play the way they play in the regular season into the postseason.
Right now, Lamar Jackson winning a Super Bowl feels inevitable. I still feel that inevitability of it. It feels like something that is bound to happen just by how great he is and how great his teams are. But at some point, as the years go on, that inevitability starts getting replaced by doubt. And some of those fumbles start to happen a little bit more. Those jitters start to happen a little more. And then that's when you start to be concerned, because what you don't want to be is an organization where the regular season feels like it does not matter, because everybody is sitting on their hands and saying, you can win 14 games, you can win MVPs, you can have Coach of the Year, you can have all these players, but I'd want to see it come playoff time. That stuff impacts a locker room. It infects a fan base. That stuff starts to be concerning. Right now, I'm with you guys. Right now, I feel like Lamar Jackson is great enough that we're just waiting our time. It's coming. The Super Bowl win is coming. But as more time goes, that stuff gets more tenuous.
I guess my question is, why would you think it's inevitable when we literally, let's be clear, The regular season does not matter for Baltimore. When you're a two-time MVP, the standard is elevated. So we've crossed that threshold for Lamar. It's not just about winning the AFC North. Nobody cares about that. But when you look across the NFL, you look in the conference that they're in, all of these guys, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson, that doesn't even count the CJ Strouds and everybody else in the NFC. Those four quarterbacks you're looking at like, you know what? They are so talented. They should clearly win a Super Bowl. Out of those four, a lot of guys are going to get disappointed. So yes, Lamar is talented enough to be a Super Bowl champ, but you can't say it's inevitable when you literally every year Mahomes is standing in the way, and now Josh Allen is right there too, and Joe Burrow.
Yeah, listen, my thing is like it almost reminds me like when Dan Marino went to the Super Bowl in his second year. You thought, he would keep appearing,
He's
and
so
they never
good.
win again. I just think like, listen, the conversation with Lamar, if he doesn't reach it at this point, is okay. It's just another disappointment, but he's still 28. But at some point, I do agree with you. At some point, like, if it's going to happen, it needs to happen like at some point in the very near future.
31,
because
we get to 32,
because
then we
nothing
start
is
to
guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed. Remember, you're playing in the same era as Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
You're playing in the same era as Josh Allen. Nothing is guaranteed right now.
Right.
The reality is, as you said, what are they going to do? They're going to get rid of him if they don't win a Super Bowl? It's going to be the same conversation. It almost may end up being Elway-like. When Elway went to the Super Bowls early, when he was the best player, evolved where he was one of the best players, and then won, maybe that's what happened. Maybe that's the inevitability around Lamar, because I agree with you. I hope he gets it done.
For sure.
A QB who often Lamar is compared to, of course, is his 2018 draft counterpart. That is Josh Allen. So, Damian Woody, which QB is in a better position right now to make their first Super Bowl appearance, Allen or Jackson?
I would say Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen is in a better position. I don't think, let me say this as well. I think Baltimore's a better team, but Josh Allen's in a better position, and here's why. Number one, the division he plays in. We all know that's where everything starts when you talk about the postseason. It all starts in your division. AFC East is Buffalo's division running away. That's just number one. Number two, I look at their schedule. The Buffalo Bills play one game out of the Eastern time zone. Like, everything is set up for Buffalo to get the number one seed in the AFC. It really is. And we all know, like, getting the number one seed is a big deal, especially for a team like Buffalo, late in the year, weather, all those type of things, the environment up in Buffalo. So if I'm looking at it from that 30,000-foot view, to me, Buffalo is in a better position.
Ergo, Josh is in a better position.
Correct.
Right.
I'm just going to go simple here. I'm going to go with the better team, right? Better team is the Baltimore Ravens. They're in a better position. Lamar Jackson is leading that team. They're in a better position. I think that at some point, hopefully it's this season, that they get over some of these playoff issues that they have. Now, there was the bright spot here was they started off bad against Buffalo. That second half was perfect football from Lamar Jackson, right? And so if we can bottle that up and get that to that playoffs, I think they're in the better position. But by far, they have the better team, I think, than Buffalo. Yes, the division's a little bit tougher. Yes, the schedule's a little bit tougher. But if we're looking at team versus team and who's leading the team, I think it's Lamar Jackson.
That's giving fan. It's giving, like, I want to see that. Hopefully we see that. We all at this table, I would assume, are fans of Lamar Jackson, think he is uniquely qualified, one of the best. I think he'll go down as one of the best to play the game. However, I'm going to also look at history, which is when I look at the Buffalo Bills, every single year, minus the year that they lost to the Bengals in the divisional round, I believe, they end up they face that Mount Mahomes. And they lose by either 3 points or they lose by maybe 6 in overtime. You know, like, they are always at the doorstep. So when you tell me who is in the best position right now, who was in the AFC Championship game last year? That's why I brought up the point